Your car breaks down, the mechanic requires cash, and your bank account is practically empty. You do, however, have a credit card with a $5,000 limit in your wallet. We are conditioned to treat our credit limit as an all-access pass. Swiping a card for a $500 television at the store feels exactly the same as walking up to an ATM and withdrawing $500. The problem is that credit card companies do not treat those two actions the same way. The rules for buying a physical item do not apply to acquiring cash. The moment you use your card to pull money from an ATM, you strip away your standard consumer protections and enter a completely separate financial system. This transaction triggers a high-penalty, immediate interest loan borrowed directly against your own credit line. This split-screen diagram shows the mechanics of a $500 transaction, a retail purchase on the left, an ATM withdrawal on the right. On day one of a normal purchase, your balance is exactly $500. You might earn cashback rewards. On day one of a cash advance, the bank immediately applies an upfront transaction fee, typically 3 to 5%, spiking your balance instantly while completely voiding any reward points. Now, let's watch the standard 30-day billing cycle play out. A regular purchase comes with a grace period, which is a window of time where the bank allows you to pay off the balance before they charge you anything extra. For those 30 days, your interest stays frozen at zero. Cash advances do not have a grace period. Interest begins compounding aggressively from the absolute exact second the ATM hands you the money. Simply touching physical cash ensures you will incur fees and daily interest charges weeks before the bank even generates your monthly statement. The daily interest that accrues on a cash advance is also much more expensive. The baseline annual percentage rate, or APR, is entirely separate from your regular purchase rate. These two speedometers show a typical contrast. While regular purchases might sit at a moderate 10 to 15%, a cash advance rate is often pushed up to 22.5% or higher. When the end of the month rolls around, it's common to make the minimum required payment, assuming the bank will use that money to pay down your most expensive debt first. The Credit Card Act of 2009, a piece of federal legislation designed to protect consumers from deceptive billing, mandates that payments made above the minimum must go toward your highest interest balance. But as this animation of a coin funnel illustrates, there is a catch. The required minimum payment itself is entirely at the discretion of the card issuer, and they almost always divert it straight to your low-interest retail balance. If you only pay the minimum, you are effectively protecting your cheapest debt while your expensive cash advance continues to multiply unchecked. Using your credit card to extract physical money is the single most mathematically dangerous transaction you can perform with it. Your first line of defense is to exhaust every other option. Try to negotiate with the merchant to pay them directly with the physical card. If the physical cash is completely unavoidable, calculate the exact dollar amount you need and withdraw nothing more. Do not round up for convenience. Then, when your next billing cycle hits, you must immediately pay significantly more than the required minimum. Overpaying is the only way to activate the legal protections of the Card Act and force your funds past the allocation loophole, directly targeting that high-interest cash balance. Mastering these predatory mechanics ensures that a convenient emergency resource never triggers a compounding debt spiral.